Hi there, let's learn Redux. I want you to watch all the tutorials till the end. At the end of this series, you will gain all the knowledge for the basics of Redux. In this video, we are going to learn why we need Redux and what problem does it solve. So let's understand the problem within a simple React or any JavaScript state-based application. Let's say as a root component, you have an app.js file in your project, and in the component tree, the first layer contains 3 components, and in the second layer, there are 2 child components of the second component. Now you have fetched the data from API and you want to save it in the state of a second component. You can use this data state in the child components by directly passing them downwards. Now problem occurs when the neighbor component, which is the 3, want to access that data. So the problem is when multiple components that need to share and use the same state. This can be solved by lifting up the state to the parent component. So let's do that. Lift state from second component to the app.js file. Now you can use this state in the third component. But that does not help always, because in a large application there are many states needed to be used in many different components. So it is not the best practice. One way to solve this problem is to take a state outside of the component tree and set it as a centralized, so that any component in the tree can access and update the state without worrying about its hierarchy in the tree. This is the basic idea behind Redux, a single centralized place to contain the global state in your application and specific patterns to follow when updating that state. You can use Redux to store the state, and you can use it to any component without worrying about the hierarchy. Now let's see how application works normally in a React without Redux. Consider this action as a trigger to update the state, and when the state gets changed, then Vue updates the UI with a new state. For a simple counter application, when we increment counter value, then increment event goes to the state and state updates new value. Then Vue re-renders UI based on the updated state. So let's see what happens when you use Redux. In the Redux, there is a function called reducer. This reducer function takes 2 arguments. First is the state itself, and the second is the action object. Action object can have a type of action like increment and any data that wants to modify the state. Now, based on a previous state value and action type, Redux calculates a new value for a state and updates it. Now this all things happens inside the Redux store. You can understand it as any centralized database for state management. Then when Vue gets new state, it re-renders the UI. Let me show you another example of how Redux works. As you can see here, this is simple GIF which explains how Redux works. You can find it on the official Redux documentation. Now using this UI, you can either deposit or withdraw money. Now when we click the deposit button, click event goes to the event handler. Based on event handler dispatches an action with the type as a deposit and any details needed in the payload property. Let's see it again. Now this reducer accepts 2 things, state and action. Previous value of a state is the $0 and action is for deposit. So reducer will update new state by depositing the $10 amount. Now you can see in the UI, balance changed from 0 to $10. Let's see what is Redux by definition. As mentioned in this official site, it is a predictable state container for JS apps. Predictable means Redux helps you write applications that behave consistently and are easy to test. It is a centralized. When you centralize your application state and logic, it gives you abilities like undo or redo the state. Debugging in the Redux is my favorite feature. Redux DevTools extension is very helpful in debugging Redux applications. You can use a time travel debugging using this extension. In the upcoming video, we are going to use this extension. Redux is flexible and it works with any UI layer. We will also learn about both of these libraries. Redux React is to use Redux functionalities in React, while this Redux toolkit provides functionalities to use Redux by writing very small lines of code. Redux toolkit solves the Redux disadvantage of writing more lines of code. In the next video, we are going to make simple application using a basic Redux. Stay tuned.